The Franco-German relationship, which is said to be the engine of the European Union, could collapse if former Health Minister Xavier Bertrand launches a successful bid for the Élysée and replaces French President Emmanuel Macron, unearthed reports suggest. The EU is viewed by most as a democratic union of 28 members. That is what its core treaties say, and that is what its key spokespeople say. However, the bloc, and its predecessor versions, have always relied upon Germany and France as its anchor tenants. It was the French wartime hero and later President Charles de Gaulle who famously told the German Chancellor Konrad Adenauer in 1963 that, "Europe is France and Germany, the rest are just the trimmings." More than half a century later, de Gaulle's comment still appears to be relevant. At the end of August, German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President Emmanuel Macron met in a medieval island fortress in the Mediterranean to chart the next steps for the partnership that is the driving force behind the bloc. Inside the walls of Fort de Brégançon, traditional summer residence of French leaders, the German Chancellor and French President attempted to tackle the most pressing issues on the global agenda. At the same time, Mrs. Merkel was seeking to cement progress on some long-standing objectives. These included, according to two senior German government sources, deciding what relationship Europe should have with a resurgent China, reimagining the shape of the EU after Britain's exit, and carving out a role for Europe as a defense power to match its economic might. One of the two German government sources said, both Merkel and Macron are aware that the EU is in a crucial period. And that France and Germany, even though they have different views on a lot of issues, have to stick together. However, unearthed reports suggest that the relationship might encounter some difficulties soon. French President Emmanuel Macron got elected in 2017 on a pro-EU platform, defeating the National Front, an anti-immigration and anti-EU party led by Marine Le Pen. However, trust in Mr. Macron is plummeting amid the coronavirus pandemic. According to a poll published in September, around 62% of French people admitted to not trusting their president. The Aleb poll for BFM TV, which asked 1,000 people in France aged 18 and over, also found that nearly 1 in 2 people, 47%, think the president is not taking enough precautions to limit the spread of the virus.